All right, welcome back to another Tom Talk Live. Um, Hope you all are doing well. I'm a little worn out. It's a little bit later than I usually like to stream, but I'm gonna be here regardless, right? I'm doing it, doing the thing. Today we had a pretty big day. My dad's in town, like I mentioned before, and we went out and did a little bit of sightseeing. We went and visited historic Civil War battleground of Shiloh, and it was pretty cool. My dad is really into that kind of stuff. Me, not as much. It's okay, but like, I don't know. Like, sometimes it can be interesting. Sometimes it's kind of boring to me, to be honest. But like I see the merit, and so he was interested in going, and he's been to a bunch of different ones, Gettysburg and all these different Civil War battlegrounds. But yeah, we got a chance to go over there today. Took the whole crew, so Kim James even took Lucy. She's a huge Civil War buff too. Our dog Lucy. But we got to go over there and kind of check it out. There's a lot to look at, so we didn't get to see everything. And they don't let dogs into the museum part of it. It's like they have like a visitor center slash museum, and so one of us had to stay out, and Kim was mostly the one that did that. But I stayed out with her for part of it, and then my dad and James got to go in and kind of check it out. There's like a movie, like a 45-minute long movie that they had with it, kind of explaining the Battle of Shiloh, and it seems like it was a pretty gruesome battle from what I understand. I read a little bit about it as we were kind of walking through the museum, and it's something that I'm really glad that I didn't have to deal with anything like that. That sounds like it would be terrible what they had to go through in some of those battles. I mean, war in general obviously is horrific, but that one was particularly brutal from what I was reading. So, but they had all kinds of memorials up. They have a whole national cemetery there for all the fallen soldiers. And so we got to check all that out, kind of walk around a little bit. But then we got hungry, so we wanted to find something. There's nothing really right around that area, so we had to go to Adamsville, which is like 15 minutes away. So it wasn't too bad. So we headed over to Adamsville and found this pizza place. And it was really good pizza. Like, I'm really pleased that we found this place and that we decided to try it. Pizza is such like a kind of like hit or miss thing, to me anyway. Like I won't just eat any pizza. Like I like good pizza, and there's a lot of pizza that I've had that's been disappointing, and maybe my standards are too high. I don't know, but this was really good, excellent pizza. I've been watching a lot of. I don't know if you guys have seen this dude on social media, TikTok and Instagram Reels and YouTube and all that kind of stuff. David Portnoy, and he's like he does other stuff too. I'm not sure what all he does, but he seems to be some kind of like internet personality. Anyway, he does these pizza reviews, and he always says, one bite, everybody knows the rules. And he goes to all these like famous pizza places and gives a score, a rating to their pizza. He gets up high and tries a bite, eats a little bit of it, and then gives a score on a scale from 1 to 10. Just kind of short little reels. And I've watched a couple of them, and then all of a sudden the algorithm thinks that's all I want to see now. So I just watch tons of these different pizza places, and it makes it sound so good, like the way he's describing the pizza, and so I've been really in the mood to find a place that has like really good pizza, and I keep getting disappointed, but not today. So we went to Charlie's New York style pizza in Adamsville, Tennessee. So if you're ever in Adamsville in that area, I highly recommend. They're really nice people, and just really were super pleasant, super welcoming, and make some really good pizza. And I have to tell you, it was kind of a funny story. So we get there, looking at the menu, kind of deciding what we want, and they had a cheese pizza, large cheese pizza on sale. Like that was their special for the day, $10 for a large cheese. So I'm like, hey, why don't we do that? And my dad's there, and he's like, well, what about pepperoni? So I'm like, all right, so we'll do pepperoni. Well, we order that, and then she's like, do you want anything else? And I'm saying, yeah, we'll do some garlic knots. So I'm kind of looking at the appetizers, and I say, yeah, we'll do some garlic knots. So we do the garlic knots too. We sit down, they bring the garlic knots, which are just covered in like drenched in butter and then like half a pound of garlic on top of them. So they really go hard with these garlic knots. Anyway, so we eat some of those. That's good. And then they bring out a cheese pizza. And I'm like, why are they bringing out a cheese pizza? And I start to realize that when I ordered it, she didn't realize that I was changing it from a cheese pizza to a pepperoni pizza. She just heard me order a cheese pizza and then order a pepperoni pizza. So we got two large pizzas for four people, where there's only four of us: me, my dad, Kim, and James. So the four of us now have two whole large pizzas to eat. And maybe for some people that's not like that big of a deal, but like one pizza was going to be plenty for the four of us, you know. But now we had a cheese pizza and a pepperoni pizza. And I'll tell you, the cheese pizza was actually way better. I liked it a lot more. The pepperoni was good, but it was kind of greasy, you know, as that happens with pepperoni, of course. It's kind of greasy. So um not super big on the pepperoni, but the cheese pizza was really good. But we ended up having a whole lot of leftovers because I'm just like, we can't eat that much pizza, you know. So I don't know what they were thinking about us, if they just thought we were crazy ordering that much food. And I didn't have the heart to tell them, you know, like the lady that took the order, I didn't have the heart to tell her because the pizza was so good. I couldn't tell her like, hey, we didn't actually mean to order two pizzas. I just wanted one, but you thought I was ordering two. And the other part of why that happened is because she didn't take payment at the front end. You know, usually you order food and you pay right then because it was at the counter. You know, we didn't sit down and order. You go up to the counter and order your food. And usually in those kind of setups, you know, they take the payment right then. And so that's what I was expecting. I had my card ready to go. She's like, "Oh no, you'll just pay before you leave." And I'm like, "Okay." But see, if I had paid, if she had charged me at the beginning, I would have seen two pizzas, and I'd be like, "No, I don't want two pizzas. I just want one pizza. We didn't want the cheese. We wanted the pepperoni." Um, but it ended up working out. So we just got a lot of extra pizza left over, which is fine. But anyway, so if you're here with me, just say hi in the comments. Let me know you're here, and I can say hello and interact with you a little bit. Um, I've really enjoyed doing these live streams here recently, and I've realized that I like them better than recording a video because I've done that too and posted some a little bit, you know, where I'll like record myself talking about something or other, you know, and then post it. And I always have a harder time with that because like I want it to be perfect, you know, like I want it to be just right. And so, you know, sometimes I'll do two or three or four takes of it to just get it just right. And if I stumble or if I mess up, you know, then I start over again, do it again, and I want it to be just perfect. Aw, Kim's here. Yeah, honey, I appreciate that. But when you do a live stream, you know, like it's live, so there's no redoing it, there's no starting over, so you just kind of keep going. And so I've realized that I kind of like that aspect of it. And then there's no editing either, right? You're just kind of, you do it and it's done and it's over and you move on to the next thing, right? So I really kind of enjoy that aspect of live streaming. And I'm really excited because I talked to a friend of mine, Sharon, and she's going to be a guest on my show here. I'm calling it a show. It's just, you know, live streaming on Facebook and YouTube. But I'm going to be interviewing her, going to kind of chat just about some of the things that she's passionate about and interested in and share that with us. And so I'm looking forward to that. That'll be, I believe, on April 9th, but I'll post a little thing about it here coming up soon. But I'm really looking forward to that, and other people. You know, I'm going to try to get a lineup of other people to interview on here and kind of talk about stuff. But I wanted to show you guys the Facebook page for this pizza place real quick before I move on. So let me go over here. So here's their Facebook page, Charlie's New York Style Pizza. So you can kind of see they got their menu on there. And these are their actual pizzas, right? So their cheese, really good. I definitely recommend the cheese if you get a chance to head over to that area. It's kind of near Savannah. So like Savannah, Crump, and Adamsville kind of are all in a line there. So I don't usually get down to that area. I'm afraid I won't be able to really get another chance to go over there for a while. But, you know, you never know. There might be another opportunity that arises. when I get the chance to go over there. But we got plenty of pizza for tomorrow anyway, so it'll last us for a little bit longer. Um, but it was definitely good. So when you get a chance to go, I recommend going. All right, so that was the main thing I want to talk about. Coming up this week, we're kind of finishing up with our visit with my dad. I'm taking him back to the airport tomorrow. I got to get up early and drive him to Memphis, have the rest of the day to kind of figure things out and get ready to get back to work and all that kind of good stuff. So I don't want to stay on too long this evening. I gotta get up early, so I'm probably going to call it there. But thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me, and stay tuned for the next one. I hope you all have a great night.